Hey, welcome back to another episode of John's Crypto Therapy. On today's episode, we're going to look at Bitcoin and we're going to unchain exactly what's happening in price. So a lot of people are selling. Do I think it's a good time to sell? Do I think it's a great time to buy? Of course, this video is not financial advice. This is just my advice on how I look at the markets. And these are things that I would personally do. Remember, guys, if you do like the content, it does go a long way to make sure you like, share, and subscribe. This video is for education and the purpose of learning and how to be a great trader. So we're going to get into the market. We're going to see exactly what Structure is doing. This is beautiful sentiments happening, and I am looking to purchase some altcoins just for a short period of time, only if Bitcoin does this very next thing. So guys, make sure to pay attention. Today's video is going to be very important, especially to understand the future of what we're going to do with our alts, okay? So first of all, we're going to highlight this level of supply and demand. This is going to be a key structure. Each time price has came, this was like a brick wall telling it, nope, not going to go through. And this is a good way to see why it's important to have this structure, because if this structure is broken, then we're going to really see a devastating move to the downside. Even though when we see price going down, please do not start ringing your alarms. This is not that harsh. Of course, Bitcoin is going to come back to another level, find more sellers, then it will go down. Remember, Bitcoin is adapted to the world in a lot of unique ways, especially with countries using it as currencies. And of course, Ukraine and Russia, the war, and how people are sending money all over the world. Crypto is 100% here to stay. And I do believe Bitcoin is going to be the future. At this very moment, even if it goes lower, that's okay. Not a big deal, because we do have futures to come. Okay, so when I say future, we have a lot of ways to go. So let's get into this and see why this is important. When we look at Structure, there is a lot of wick rejections. A lot of people will look at this and say, hey, John, isn't this already a sell? Technically not here. This is not a selling location. Selling locations could have been this trend line, this channel. This could have been a great time to sell, of course. Why? Because structures broke, and this was a retest of that structure and price went down. Even if you're a zone trader and you decided to trade off of this break of this candle, a great trade could have been happening. Of course, me as a great trader myself, I did look to execute here, and I did look to buy, and I did buy. A lot of people say, are you crazy? How are you buying in a circumstance like that? There's really no volatile move, and I'm going to show you guys exactly why it's important to define your key levels. Once you find your key levels, look for your patterns of your trade setup. Once you do that, you can absolutely hedge the trade and make a ton of money. The way I'm looking at this structure, I do believe this structure is going to hold for a short period of time. Why? Because we have a big candle of decision to the downside, and that candle did get stopped, of course, by a brick wall. This brick wall has made a lot of indecisions, a lot of candles to make sideways actions. Of course, if the next candle does break below and it does close, this is going to be my final step, and I am looking to sell a lot of my altcoins. Of course, I wait for the retest of structures. Then, of course, I am waiting for a break below. I can absolutely do that, and this is a confirmation for me to say price is going to go down. But if price does not do that, we're going to see a pullback, and I do believe the pullback is going to be back to a key level roughly around the 34,398, roughly around that level, guys. Of course, it could be 3,500 level as well. Keep in mind, this pullback is going to be determined about price action at the lower scale. I do want to show you why making sure you can use multi-time frame analysis to get into your trades early is very important. Instead of getting into your trades on the daily, you can absolutely go to the 4-hour or even the hourly, as long as the sentiment is the same. So right here, when we look at this chart, we are looking at a lot of wick rejections right here, guys. We do see bullish moves to the upside, a lot of wick rejections, bullish moves to the upside, and of course, we see the same thing. We see the same thing as price is going towards that level, and we did not break below. Because we did not break below, we are still bullish in a sense, okay, guys? So I'm going to show you exactly why I think price can go up here if price does not break, and this could be our final move before we could see a lot of sellers, or we could see a break retest and another confirmation we could go to the upside. Where are the two levels that we could see to sell is going to be very important, because I do believe this is going to be a key level right here, the 33,034, roughly around that level, and of course the back end of this channel. This channel is a beautiful channel. Reasons why, when we take a look at this, this was also a flag formation and the pole was extended to the top. But the cool thing about this, if I take the width inside of the channel, take it for the breakout, you guys can see exactly where it went. It went towards the profit taking. Once the profit is normally taken, we normally see price reverse and go back up for a short period of time, at least for a short period of time. That's where I came in and started to buy a little Bitcoin. And I'm going to show you exactly what I did in the lower time frame. Remember, before we take a trade on the smaller time frame, define your levels and your zones on the higher time frame. Bullish sentiment, bullish base. This is support, not resistance. So we're looking for an uptrend. Let's go into the hourly, and I'm going to show you exactly what I did here. So right here, we came to the hourly, we understood this was the key structure. We were looking for a reversal. And of course, as you guys can see, we do have this head and shoulders. Head and shoulders is a reversal pattern, as you guys can see as well. Right here, we do have the left, the head, and the right, and this was the breakout of structure. Now, when I look for the take profit, let's look at this. This is exactly where price is leaning towards. So of course, this is going to be one of my take profit zones. I have already taken first take profits because of this double top. But the most important thing about this structure is not just the double top, guys. It is about this flag formation actually forming as well. So when we look at this flag right here, guys, you could see how it is formed really nicely. And now I'm going to use this to tell me where the future price can absolutely go. So I'm going to show you exactly what is going on. So we used our multi-time frame analysis on the higher time frame to decide this is a key level. Once we decide a key level, we'll look for our reversals. Of course, our breakout patterns, our zone trading, and whatever price action tools that you use to execute these trades. We had a head and shoulders. The head and shoulders looks like it's on its way. A beautiful trade. And of course, we do see the retest of that previous structure, giving us a lot of demand of support, which is great to see, especially at this time. Now, we do have this flag. Once again, guys, the flag, I do like the 50% retracement. And as you guys can see, once again, the 50 is not far away. This is a good sign, because if price does break this and we do see a confirmational retest, then guess what is going to happen? We're going to see a push face to the upside, and this is going to be a level where I'm going to look to take profit. This is a structural trade that I'm looking to take once I see confirmation of price doing the certain things it's doing. Of course, stop loss is going to go below the flag. And when we do get the breakout, this is my first take profit. I will do second and of course third. The other thing is take the leg of the flag, the pole, put it at the extension. And as you guys can see, where is it going? Towards the level that we decided on the higher time frame. So let's go back to the daily. And this is what it is looking like on the daily, guys. The daily, you just see 4 or 5 candles. A lot of people are saying, hey, I just don't know what to do. But we use multi-time frame analysis to go to a lower time frame, execute a trade to find out that we could see a pullback. If price does not break to the downside, we will absolutely see a pullback towards this level. And this is where I'm going to look to take profits. Once I take profits and price breaks again, that is going to be once again another trade to the upside. We're going to maximize our take profits. Our stop loss is going to be tight. But once price reaches this zone of this channel, that is going to be another level where I'm looking to sell. If price does not break that channel, guys, this is going to be the final wave of us seeing us go back down. And this is going to give us confirmation that because it did not break it once, it will find sellers up here, and the sellers will come in strong, very powerful, and push price all the way down. And that's when we're going to see a downwards move. But until price is holding above the structure around the 28, roughly around the $28,000, guys, give or take, if it is holding above the structure, we're kind of good to say we could still be bullish. Remember, do not sell early. Once you sell early, you're falling into the hands of the big investors, and they want you to do that. Why? They want you to sell so they can take the profits. Remember, if you are selling to take small profits, great stuff, taking profits, there's no harm done. But do not sell all your bag right now, because in case it does go up and you can sell it for a better price. Remember, what Bitcoin does, all coins will do. So if you guys are following my videos, and I do believe there is a chance of us breaking the flag on the lower time frame and price goes up, that means you can actually buy a lot of your altcoins for a short period of time, or look for your exiting plans this cycle. Guys, be strong, understand the cycle, do not give on crypto. Crypto is here to stay, and I do believe it's going to change a lot of lives. If you guys do like this analysis on Bitcoin, please do me a solid favor. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, thank you so much. Take it easy, and John out. Peace.